Hi guys, welcome kepada podcast pertama gue. Anjir. Kali ini gue bakal ngomong tentang masalah pendidikan kali ya. Oke, pendidikan nggak usah jauh-jauh. Gue pingin ngomong tentang apa sih pentingnya pendidikan dalam hidup gitu. Wow, this is a very basic question. Like, what's the importance of education in life? Secara generally, people will think, of course, everything needs education these days. Keep in mind, it is a very basic, you would say, necessity to have in this time of year, in this time of modern era. But at the same time, itu juga nggak menggaransi bahwa pendidikan itu satu-satunya jalan, gitu kan. Satu-satunya jalan kemana sih, gitu kan. Kemana lagi kalau bukan kesuksesan gitu. Padahal kesuksesan sendiri itu konsep yang sangat subjektif, gitu kan. Kesuksesan bagi lo nggak berarti kesuksesan bagi gue anjir. Sedangkan kesuksesan bagi gue juga nggak berarti kesuksesan bagi lo. Like, this is a very basic concept in the social science theory of what's that called again? Social science theory of social constructivism, di mana teori ini mengatakan bahwa fakta tidaklah berupa fakta 1 tambah 1 sama dengan 2. Maksudnya apa? Maksudnya di sini adalah mereka menunjukkan bahwa fakta itu subjektif gitu. Apa yang menurut Anda benar, belum tentu benar bagi saya. Apa yang menurut saya benar, belum tentu benar bagi Anda. Dan teori ini tuh bisa dibilang penggagas ide-ide kritis gitu kan. Karena dalam teori ini, semua orang itu memiliki hak yang sama, memiliki pondasi suara yang sama, dan memiliki ruang yang sama untuk mengatakan apa yang mereka pikirkan. Pola-pola pikir seperti ini itu udah well known atau udah sangat sangat biasa. It's a very common practice among the Western countries. Negara-negara seperti Australia, negara-negara barat seperti Amerika, Kanada, and etc. They like this concept very much. In fact, they embedded this concept into society as much as it's in the basic level of a practice. Contohnya, dalam belajar mengajar gitu kan. Wow, we're actually going back to the very topic. Education is really important. Okay. Dalam belajar mengajar, konsep social constructivism ini sangat-sangat common atau sangat-sangat biasa ditemukan pada relasi pengajar dan yang diajar. Oh my god. Relasi pengajar dan diajar di sini tuh mereka sama-sama mengedepankan konsep semua suara sama. Kalau Anda memiliki potensi atas opini, maka katakanlah. Sedangkan kalau saya memiliki opini, saya juga akan mengatakan gitu. Intinya apa? Intinya di sini semua orang itu memiliki hak yang sama dalam beropini. Tidak ada itu yang namanya kasta teratas, kasta terendah, kasta di tengah gitu. Nggak ada. Hal seperti itu tabu di negara-negara seperti ini gitu kan. Balik lagi kepada pertanyaan pertama. Karena dasar subjektivitas ini gitu kan. Balik lagi kepada kesuksesan tadi gitu kan. Konsep sukses itu subjektif gitu kan. Ada beberapa faktor atau beberapa variabel dalam society atau masyarakat yang membentuk konsep ini berbeda-beda gitu. The outcome of the result of the concept is different according or designed by the society. For example, in the society where all these equalities, where all these liberations, where all these voices are heard and valued, these societies are so much familiar with the concept, okay, you know what? You do you, I do me, as long as we're both happy. As long as that's what you want to do, as long as that's what I want to do, I think as long as there is no clash between us, like physical contact or, as long as you do not harm, that's the point, itu nggak apa-apa, gitu kan. Semua orang bebas berekspresi gitu. Konsep seperti ini banyak ditemukan masyarakat Western, tetapi konsep subjektivitas ini gitu kan, itu akan sedikit berbeda ketika itu dibawa kepada masyarakat yang lebih komunal. Contohnya masyarakat kita gitu kan, Indonesia. Kita masyarakatnya itu, konsep masyarakat kita itu bersama-sama gitu kan. Semua dilakukan bersama-sama. Jadi apapun yang Anda pikirkan itu akan mempengaruhi sedikit atau banyak orang di keliling Anda gitu kan. Baik Anda mau itu terjadi atau tidak, that's the consequence. Itu adalah bentuk dari budaya masyarakat. Sekarang gini, apa sih gitu kan? Apa sih the result of this subjectivity to be existed in this kind of society, in the communal society? The result that would happen is that akan adanya pengaruh mayoritas versus minoritas gitu kan. Akan adanya pengaruh mayoritas terhadap minoritas. Apa artinya? Jadi karena subjektivitas ini tuh kan bukan 1 tambah 1 sama dengan 2. Subjektivitas ini kan dasarnya pada pemikiran seseorang gitu kan. Di mana ketika pemikiran ini itu diterapkan kepada masyarakat yang komunal, yang masyarakat pada dasarnya itu yang udah sama-sama gitu kan, yang akan terjadi adalah konsep seperti ini akan banyak diagungkan, akan banyak digaungkan oleh orang-orang yang sudah memiliki basis atau orang-orang yang sudah ternama gitu kan. Karena apa? Karena pada dasarnya tanpa konsep ini pun mereka udah punya pengaruh gitu kan. They already have an influence in the society that they are in. Therefore, they can, you could say, some people, they would have more power upon others, and some others will have less power upon some people. Jadi subjektivitas ini tuh ada baiknya, ada nggak baiknya gitu kan. Subjektivitas ini baiknya adalah karena ini membuat orang lebih kritis gitu. Mereka nggak hanya menerima letter luck A, letter luck B, enggak. Mereka they're encouraged to be more critical, to be more vocal. At the same time, when this concept is exercised in the society where the society built upon togetherness or the communal, then what would happen is that subjectivity would follow the majority. That's it. So the majority will have a more power to, how do you say? It's not necessarily a bad thing. No, not at all. It's just the way this works in the society. The majority would eventually have a more power. They will have more influence, and they will have more responsibility, you would say. Jadi kembali lagi kepada konsep subjektivitas tadi gitu kan. Nah, sekarang kita terapkan gitu kan. Sekarang kita terapkan nih. It's interesting. It's menarik. Kita terapkan subjektivitas ini terhadap persepsi apa benar sih education itu atau pendidikan itu penting gitu kan. Is it really? Is it true? If we were going to bring this question into a Western country, or okay, let's not name it Western, into a country where liberalizations, where equality, or where a strong sense of democracy is existing, okay, that would demean some others, but you know what I mean. What would happen would be that they would think freely. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm agree. I think I don't agree. And both of these opinions are in the same level, okay? But when this question is brought upon a society like the communal society, where togetherness is always been has always been the norms, what would happen would be some people might, now this is the point. There were always those two opinions together getting along. Some will say, yes, education is very important. The other will say, no, education is not important. But there will be a clash of interest, you would say. For example, okay, not for example, actually the result will be which one of these contain majority. And that majority will probably influence the minority. For example, if the majority says, yeah, education is important, then that's it. It leaves a little room for some others who think otherwise. At the same time, this would happen exactly the way it is if you turn back the coin. For example, if the majority says, no, education is not important, then not important it is, you know? It's interesting because majority versus minority concept it's interesting. I can't really say much about it. It's just because I'm not into I haven't really looked into it deeper, but bringing that question, is education really important, into this strong sense of community, will, I would say, I don't know if it's sadly, I don't know if it's negative, I don't know if it's positive, I don't know if it's fortunate, but apparently the majority will have a better figure, will have a better chance to show themselves. So one of those answers, the majority will take. Okay, in one of those answers is where the majority, gosh, it's so hard to frame it. But you know what I mean. It doesn't really matter which one of these answers. Either people will think education is important, education is not important. As long as the majority is there, then that will be the answer. Note, in general. So it's I don't know. It's hard to say these things without pointing out the normative. It's pretty, and it's pretty. I would say, risky. You know, because you kind of do not want to demonize others, and you kind of do not want to praise the others, because you know the object is to be as objective as it is. But yeah, at some point, I think myself, I would think that minority versus majority has always not been the problem. The problem would be if there is a lack of openness, you know? It doesn't really matter. If the majority says, no, you know what, I think the education is not important, and the minority says, no, we think the education is important. As long as the majority says, okay, if that's what it is, then go with it. We do not going to execute your plan. We do not going to violate your rights or blah, blah, blah. It would be fine. It would be fine. The same way around. If the majority says, yeah, education is important, some others, the minority will say, no, education is not important. As long as the majority respect them, because perhaps these people who think education is not important, they have their own variable of considerations. For example, I think going to work directly is more important. I think, hard labor work is as much important. As long as there is a consecutive talk or openness between these two opinions, conflicting opinions, it would work. It totally would work. Jadi apa? Sebenarnya pertanyaan tadi itu retorik ya, bisa dibilang. Alias pertanyaan tadi itu bisa diterapkan kepada semua pertanyaan yang ada gitu kan. Mau A atau B gitu. Nggak masalah. Selama masyarakat itu sama-sama mempunyai pemikiran bahwa orang-orang itu bertanggung jawab terhadap aksinya, terhadap apa yang diperbuatnya, maka dari itu mereka diperbolehkan untuk melakukan apa yang mereka mau, asalkan tidak harming, asalkan tidak melukai seseorang gitu kan. Yeah, I think that would be a really good concluding notion. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's pretty interesting dalam ranah subjektivitas ini. Cuman itulah sum up atau itulah ringkasan terhadap sifat-sifat masyarakat gitu. Oh my god, it's let's see how. Yeah, I wouldn't talk as much anymore. If you guys like this, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, whatever do your. Wow, I can't actually. I actually say that. This is for fun. I really want to come back with other topics, so let me know what you guys think, and please speak your voice, give your comments, give what you think, and it's fine, because to give your point or being confrontational, I know some people would not like this statement, but me personally, to be confrontational is beneficial to one's development. We grow. As long as it's not personal. I think it's enriching your knowledge, definitely. Yeah. You guys, I think that would be it. I don't know what else to talk about. If you guys like it, give it a thumb. Oh, did I say that again? Okay. Okay, hai semuanya.